Rob Breaux with Coach Jamison here, defensive line coach with 1340 The Fan. Coach, second year in Lubbock. I just asked you this off air, but still enjoying it?
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely a place to be for me and my family. You know, it's a lot of excitement in the air, especially with our program, Texas Tech in general, in Lubbock. A lot of support, and it's a great place to be.
I know it's 2018, but we have a big recruiting class here for 2019 working up. Seems like it's your area that's getting a lot of attention. What's your role in that, and is it where you want it to be, and what else do you have going on?
Yeah, it's where we want it to be at the moment. We've got some more work to do. Some guys that we're following closely, and we're expecting those guys to have good senior years, and looking forward to continually building relationships and hopefully signing all those guys. When that time comes.
All right. Do you have any thoughts on Texas Tech? It generally seems like Texas Tech goes after multi-sport athletes in high school. Is that something important, or is that just coincidental?
For me, up front is very important to have a defensive lineman that has there's multiple skill sets, especially at the high school level. There's some things that they're going to do that's going to flash on film. There's things obviously you're going to learn from the high school coach, but having the ability to play multiple sports, for example, basketball, run track, it just speaks to your skill set as an athlete, especially if you're a big D lineman, right? A big body, being able to move in different sports. That's definitely important.
So now you have a senior transfer coming in, Preston Gordon. Talk about him for a second, and are there any other upperclassmen that you think will break out this year?
Preston Gordon, he fits in right away, and we felt that. We knew that going into it, the recruiting process, building relationships with him. He just fits our group right away. He came right in, jumped into the workout program, and usually when we bring those guys in new, they start with the developmental group just to get used to how we do things in Lubbock. But he was a guy that came in ready, in shape, and was able to jump right into the mix with our D linemen, veteran guys, and like I said before, he fits in well. He's a competitor. He brings an extra set of skill set for that D line position, especially with his size, and we're excited about what he's going to bring to the table. Of course, Broderick Washington, Eli Howard, guys that have significant playing time last year. We're excited about both of those guys, Quentin Yance, Nick Buchanan, guys that have playing experience from the past season. We're looking forward to continual development this fall camp and competing and being physical up front.
There's a hashtag floating around, things have changed. What are those things, and how have they changed?
Really, it started with the defense, what we talk about in our room, but it's the process of change, right? It's when you decide to do something, you have to make that 180-degree turn, and again, it's a process. You're never at that point, at that finish line, but the things that have changed, we'll continue. We're continuously progressing to where we want to be as a defense. So things have changed is just a hashtag, obviously. But it's also it's a mindset. We're going in a different direction than what you may have thought of a Texas Tech defense. We're going in the right direction. So, and it's not, again, we're not at the end point. It's a process. So,
what do you think is your biggest improvement this year going into 2018?
Biggest improvement going into this season, I believe our first off is being able to retain guys, especially on the defense up front. We had our defensive coordinator, obviously having the same defensive coordinator, same defense, but to have continuity on the defense, on the team in general, continuity up front, that's going to help us to improve daily. And obviously we did a good job of focusing on the fundamentals up front, and to me, laying that foundation that helps you build moving forward and improve.
Cool. All right, one last question. Who's the team leader at Texas Tech?
Team leader?
Yeah.
Coach Kingsbury.
Well, as a player leader.
Yeah,
I'm not setting you up for anything there.
Well, I don't. Yeah, well, I don't. really want to say. We're going to vote on team captains. The players, they vote.
Nobody's standing out.
Oh yeah, of course. At each position, we got guys that stand out, but the one sole team leader, I'll let the players decide that. But you know, if you ask me, you know, up front, if you ask me, you know, pretty much up front, you know, I'll tell you a couple of guys that kind of lead the way. You know, Broderick, Eli, those guys.
All right. Appreciate your time, Coach.
Hey, thanks for